there weren't community colleges. There were junior colleges. They were attached to K-12 districts. And there really weren't organizations for the then junior college faculty members. So there was a meeting, it was for administrators, and one of the faculty members at that time stood up and he said, allegedly, he said, enough with this. We need an organization that speaks solely to the interests of the then junior college instructor, and we need a system that is not tied to K-12. And they created it was called something different initially, but they created this organization, and it's now, this year, is 60 years, and we have 10,000 members. So go Long Beach Junior College. Okay, so I want to just change the tempo a little bit because I'm going to be discussing less about ALEC and more about how this kind of translates into California. And I have this great map here, which kind of shows you the political divide. So please take a look at this. And I always do this with folks, there was a budget hearing a couple of months ago, and I was there, but across the hall, there was a hearing on gun control. And it was very interesting because the folks who were pro-gun control were here from the Orange Bridge tech stuff area. So I'm going to just throw it out to the room. If you could just look at this map and say, where do you think the folks were anti-gun control? Where were they from? Just shout it out. No. You got to use this. You see, you're too serious. Go ahead. Texas? Oh, yeah, I got that one a lot. Okay, any other guesses? Texas is a good guess? Oh, you guys are quiet. Okay, so it was from the big volcano area, basically Oregon already, more mountains and stuff. This area of the state, which is just due north of Sacramento, is actually the most conservative area of the state. It's very interesting. But their brand of conservatism is a little bit different than down here, Republicans area, which, Long Beach, as we know, it's situated between Los Angeles and Orange County. And so there's a little bit more social conservatism over here, and up here the issues are more private property oriented. So let's talk about the state of California, because in order to understand how we get these bills that are introduced, like AB 955, we kind of have to understand our state. And so that there was a great study a couple of years ago called A Portrait of California from the Social Science Research Council, and it divided the state into 5 distinct population groups. So here's the first one. You can clap if you've ever met somebody in this group. Go ahead. Anybody ever met anybody who lives in the Shangri-Las, the top 1%? One person. Oh, okay, there you go. 2 people, 3 people. Okay, let's go to the next one. So the next 18%, Metro Coastal. Clap if you've ever met anybody. Okay, so these folks are, they're essentially living the California dream that we see mostly in the movies. I mean, this one is mostly in the fantasies, but this is in the movies where you're driving the nice SUV and you've got the nice house that's probably on the coast somewhere. Okay, now we're getting into much more of the reality, the everyday California, where today the concept of low rents and, just simply lots of room and, palm trees grow and rents are low, it doesn't really exist that way anymore. And people are struggling. They're looking for affordable housing. Their cars are not very nice. Clap if you have met anybody in that. Okay, now I want everybody to participate in this because there's a point to this exercise. See, the clapping is getting louder. Okay, now we've got the next group. Now, this is a full